Join me as I take on the challenge of riding a motorcycle like a pro, even as a complete beginner. Let's see if we can master the basics together and turn nerves into skill, caution into confidence, and every single mile into a lesson you can feel in your hands. Before we roll, drop your biggest beginner question in the comments right now. I'll pull a few for the next video. And if you want honest, zero fluff riding wisdom every week, hit subscribe. We're building better riders here. Great riders aren't born. They're built one small habit at a time. If you've ever heard that most motorcycle incidents trace back to rider decisions, not bad luck, you already know why this guide matters. Today, we're stacking fundamentals in the right order. Mindset, gear, controls, balance, clutch, and throttle. Slow speed mastery, braking, cornering, vision, lane positioning, weather, and emergency maneuvers. By the end, you won't just know more, you'll be able to do more. Ready? Helmets on. Ego off. Let's start with the problem every beginner feels but hardly admits: overwhelm. Too many inputs. Too much bike, not enough repetitions. It shows up as stiff arms, target fixation, panic braking, stalling, foot down wobbles, missed shifts, and that nagging fear you're doing it wrong. Good news, every single one of those is trainable. Confidence is not magic, it's the memory of successful reps. We're going to stack those reps on purpose. Now, here's the blueprint. Think of this as your beginner to pro ladder. Climb one rung at a time. When a habit sticks, you step up. If something shakes loose, you step back, tighten the bolts, and try again. Simple, repeatable, effective. Number 10. Mindset and safety net. Ride with intent. Riding like a pro starts before the engine turns. Decide you'll ride on purpose today. That means no rushing, no I'll wing it, and no performing for strangers at red lights. You're building skills, not chasing clips. Set your baseline rules. Eyes up, chin up. Look far 12 seconds ahead. Accept that you will practice, not just go for a rip. Leave room. 2 seconds following distance in the city. More as speed rises. Choose routes that help your goal. Quiet streets for drills. Then, step up. Say it with your helmet, out loud if you have to. Smooth is fast. Calm is control. I ride my plan. Comment intent if that's your mantra from today on. Number 9. Gear that you'll actually wear. Dress for the slide, not the likes. For beginners, gear isn't optional. It's oxygen. But gear only works if you put it on. So pick pieces you'll wear every ride. A full-face helmet that fits snug but not painful. Gloves with real palm protection you will instinctively put hands out in a fall. Abrasion-resistant jacket and pants with impact armor at shoulders. Elbows back, hips, and knees. Boots that cover your ankles and resist twisting. Hot day. Choose mesh with proper armor. Cold day. Layer under your jacket, not over it. Rain. A simple oversuit lives under your seat and turns misery into miles. The goal isn't tough. The goal is still riding next week. Quick reality check. Post your current gear setup in the comments. Helmet, jacket, gloves, boots. If you're missing one piece, tell us which, and I'll pin a budget option list in a follow-up. Number 8. Meet your controls. The bike's language. Walk around the bike and touch everything you'll use. Right hand, throttle twist to go. Front brake lever, squeeze too slow. Right foot. Rear brake pedal press for stability and fine control. Left hand, clutch lever the key to everything slow and smooth. Left foot, gear shift tur 1, down to first. Half click up to neutral. Then, up for 2 to 6. Now. Engine off. Practice the motions. Roll the throttle gently open and closed. Squeeze the front brake, progressively light, then firm, then release, smooth. Pull the clutch and feel the full range. Click the shifter through neutral into first and back. This is your musical instrument. Learn the notes before you perform the song. Pro tip: adjust lever reach to fit your hands. You should be able to cover the front brake with 2 fingers without shifting your grip. Small tweak, big control. Number 7. Balance and the friction zone. Slow is the masterclass. Every beginner thinks speed is scary. Truth: slow is where bikes fall. Master slow, and everything fast gets easier. Your 2 best friends are the friction zone and the rear brake. The friction zone is the tiny clutch range where the bike wants to move. In a parking lot: 1. Start the engine. 2. Gently roll on a whisper of throttle. 3. Ease the clutch into the friction zone until the bike creeps. 4. Add a touch of rear brake to calm the chassis. This stabilizes and slows without killing balance. 5. Keep your head up and eyes level. The bike follows your gaze, not your hopes. Drill: ride in a straight line, at walking pace without dabbing a foot. Turn your head to look left. The bike drifts left. Look right. It drifts right. You're teaching your brain that the bike obeys eyes, not panic. Right friction zone. In the comments if you're doing this drill this week. The riders who master this early look like naturals forever. Number 6. Clutch plus throttle plus shifting. Smooth is everything. Jerky inputs create jerky outcomes. Here's your sequence for buttery shifts. From a stop, friction zone first. Then a sprinkle of throttle. Then release clutch smoothly. If the bike lurches, add more clutch finesse, not more gas. Upshifts, roll off slightly. Clutch in, shift up, clutch out as you roll back on. Think one motion, not for separate ones. Downshifts, roll off, clutch in, shift down. Gently add a tiny blip to match revs, clutch out smoothly. No engine brake slam. Practice on a straight, quiet road. Aim for 0 helmet bobbing on shifts. If your head stays level, your inputs were smooth. That's the test. Number 5. Braking like a pro. Squeeze, don't stab. Front brake equals power. Rear brake equals stability. The magic word is progressive. 1. Initial touch to settle the suspension. 2. Firm squeeze. As the front tire loads and grip increases. 3. Release smoothly as you stop to avoid a fork pogo. Emergency stop drill in a lot. Mark a start point and stop point. From 20 to 30 miles per hour, eyes up. Squeeze the front progressively, while adding steady rear. Feel the tire load, not lock. ABS is a great safety net, but the skill is yours. Do 10 reps per session. Your distance will shrink. Your confidence will swell. Remember, eyes up. Looking down at the front wheel makes your body collapse forward and your hands panic. Horizon gaze equals balanced body. Comment, squeeze if you'll do 10 stops this week. Hold yourself to it. Number 4. Cornering fundamentals. Look, press, roll. Forget memes about lean harder. The handlebar is your steering wheel. Above bicycle speeds, you initiate lean with countersteer. Press the inside bar to go that way. Right goes right. Left goes left, your corner mantra. Look where you want to go, turn your head. Point your chin through the exit. Press the inside bar to set lean. Relax your outside arm. Keep hands light. Roll on the throttle slightly after the apex. A little drive steadies the chassis. Body position light on the bars, knees hugging the tank for stability. Shift your upper body a few inches to the inside. Keep your spine tall and breathe out as you turn. This relaxes your grip. Blind corners. Adopt a late apex, enter a touch wider, and turn later so you can see the exit earlier. It buys you time and space for surprises. Drill. Set 3 cones or landmarks. Practice smooth entries. Light press eyes through the exit. Tiny roll after apex. No racing, just rhythm. Number 3. Vision and lane position. See more, be seen more. Where you put the bike decides what you see on. Who sees you? Split each lane into 3 tracks. Left, center, right. Move deliberately to the track with the best sight line and escape route for the moment you're in traffic. Sit offset from the vehicle ahead so you can see through their windows and past their tires. You'll spot brake lights and lane changes early. Approaching left-turning cars. Shift to a track that makes your headlight more obvious. A front-end triangle of lights helps. Avoid the slippery center at stoplight soil. Drips live there. Always know you're out. Shoulder. Brake hard here, or lane change there. Keep scanning. Mirrors. Dash, mirrors, far horizon. Narrate what you see in your head. White SUV creeping. Pedestrian at crosswalk. Shiny patch ahead could be oil. That inner voice keeps your brain hunting. Number 2. Weather and surfaces. Smooth overcomes. Rain, wind, heat, cold. Each asks for a tweak. Rain smooth all inputs. Avoid painted lines, metal plates, and fresh tar. Brake earlier and lighter. Use higher gears to reduce torque spikes. Keep visor clear. Crack it a notch to prevent fogging. Wind, loosen your upper body. Press your knee into the tank on the windward side and let the bike move under you. Don't fight every gust. Heat. Hydrate before you're thirsty. Ventilated armor and light base layers keep you sharp. Cold, keep your core warm so your hands work. Numb fingers make clumsy riders. Road acne watch list. Gravel at apexes, leaves after rain. Construction debris, diesel near truck stops, and the crown of the road, which can tilt you subtly. Sightlines and tire feel are your truth serum. If it looks slick or feels marble-y, it probably is. Number 1. Emergency maneuvers. Choose, then commit. When a car dives into your lane or a pothole appears, split-second clarity matters. You have 2 main tools. Brake hard in a straight line or swerve decisively. Never both at once. Hard stop, eyes up. Progressive front squeeze, rear for stability. Keep the bike upright. Swerve, release brakes first. Press left-right or right-left with firm countersteer, then stabilize. No throttle mid-swerve. Roll back on after you're straight. Drill both in a parking lot with cones or chalk marks. On one run, brake hard to a stop before the gate. On the next, swerve around the hazard without touching the brakes mid-move. Repetition turns panic into process. Say it out loud. Brake or swerve. Choose one. Then commit. The big breakthrough. Why throttle and brake control change everything. Here's the moment that sold me on fundamentals forever. Early on, I came into a downhill corner a little hot. Old me would have stared at the guardrail and stiffened. Instead, the new script ran, eyes up, light trail on the front to tighten the line. Breathe, then a whisper of throttle to settle the bike. The chassis stopped arguing with me and started working with me. I exited clean. Calm, almost surprised by how quiet it felt. That's the power of mastering throttle and brake control. The bike stops being a wild animal and becomes a trained partner. Every other skill, balance, cornering, line splugs into that calm. If that clicked for you, comment smooth is control. It's the sentence that rewires rides. Your first practice plan. 30 minutes, real results. Twice a week, 30 minutes. 1 minute pre-ride. Quick tire push, lights, levers, chain glance. Leaks check. 2. 5 minutes friction zone. Walking pace creeps. Rear brake drag. Head turns. 3. 5 minutes. U-turns figure eights. In 2 parking spaces, eyes lead, clutch feathers. 4. 10 hard stops from 20 to 30 miles per hour. Smooth squeeze, eyes up. 5. 10 corner reps, around a set of cones or landmarks. Look press roll, late apex on blinds. 6. 2 swerve sets, left-right and right-left at 30 miles per hour. No brakes. 7. 2 cool-down laps, focusing on loosened arms and steady breathing. Keep notes on your phone. What felt wobbly, what improved, what to repeat next time. Progress, you can see, is progress you keep. Quick wins for day 1 riders. Sit tall, drop your elbows, light hands. Head and eyes lead every move. The bike follows. Cover the front brake with 2 fingers in traffic. Shift your weight with your legs, not your wrists. Never stare at what you fear, scan to where you want to be. Build space. It's free reaction time. If your brain feels hot, pull over, breathe, reset. Pride is expensive. Patience is cheap. The beginner mistakes we're not making anymore. Rolling off mid-corner in panic and standing the bike up. Solution: neutral to slightly opening throttle as the bike points where you want. Death gripping the bars until your forearms burn. Solution: squeeze the tank with your knees. Breathe out before turns. Clutch dumping from a stop. Solution: friction zone first, then add throttle. Riding in the middle of the lane at lights. Solution: choose a clean track. Avoid oil drips. Skipping gear just around the block. Solution: armor up. The block is where surprises live. Drop the one mistake you're retiring today in the comments. Declare it and replace it with the fix. Summary: your pro checklist. 1 breath. Ride with intent. Gear up for every mile. Learn your controls like an instrument. Own the friction zone and rear brake drag. Shift smooth, no helmet bob. Brake with a progressive squeeze, eyes up. Corner with look press roll and a late apex when blind. Move within the lane to see and be seen. Adjust for weather and surfaces with smooth inputs. And when it counts, brake or swerve, choose, then commit. Practice makes permanent, so practice the right things on purpose. Call to action. Tell me in the comments, which drill are you committing to this week? Type it: exactly 10 stops, 5 U-turns, 20 friction zone laps. I'll pin a few training plans to inspire the rest of the crew. If this guide helped, subscribe and ring the bell. Next up is our advanced cornering toolkit. Trail braking, vision timing, and lines you can trust. Share this with the friend who's just starting out, and then go practice together. 2 wheels down, head up. I'll see you in the next curve.